Hey everybody, welcome back to In Springs Homestead. Out here, it's starting to look a bit like fall, guys. That tree's dropped a good chunk of leaves. You gotta turn around the other way. The maples are dropping them, a lot of them. The walnuts are starting to drop. Locust, starting to turn a little yellow. This here's a locust. So they're starting to turn. It's funny because right here, we live in a really funky area where behind us, it goes up on a ridge line. In front of us, it goes straight up into a ridge line. We are in a hole, our own little special little hollow, if you guess, if you would say. So the leaves here tend to turn a week or two before everybody else. And the exact opposite is true as well. Everywhere else can be leafed out in the spring, and we still have nothing on the trees here. It's very interesting to see. We have our own little microclimate right here where leaves are gone. It's wild to see. But all the folly things are starting. Another thing that has been very disappointing is we had these apple trees. Let me get underneath of it. This is an apple tree, and it looks terrible right now. We are just starting to hit the stages of drought, stage, I guess, D2 drought or whatever it is. But with all the flowers we had on these apple trees, we got a bunch of apple trees, little crab apple trees that the kids love to eat. I eat them too, but there's not a single apple on these trees. And we haven't had a good year for apples on any of our trees for 4 years now. The year we moved in, incredible apple, like we were just swimming in apples. Like we had wheelbarrows of apples, and we only collected off of one tree. The other trees were the exact same. But yeah, apples didn't do well this year. I don't know why. But yeah, guys, look at the trees. The color's really not coming through on the camera. I don't know if it will on the finished edited version. But the trees are starting to be pretty. Maples, walnuts, locusts starting to turn yellow. Yeah. Looks like the poplars haven't turned yet, but so all the folly things are in full swing. I don't know if y'all hunt. We do? Well, let me correct that. I go into the woods with my bow or my rifle, and I sit. And that's it. I think I got a deer last year. It was my first ever, so. But do have the cameras out. We're checking them. Got some nice stuff on the cameras. Also saw some problems, some fox. So we'll have to deal with him as well. So we'll get a trap line started, and we'll show you guys that over the winter as well. Because the chickens, we had 10 baby chicks about a month or two ago, and we got 3 left. They've all been picked off. It's been wild because they really they walked all over the place. There was a video where we had one like 120 yards away from their little coop, and they're still little baby guys. They were old enough to be out on pasture, but predators just picked them off. We've had a lot of problems with predation. The roosters are doing their job, but you know, with the world of keeping chickens, everything wants to eat a chicken. And if I got more roosters, then I would have more hens that are all torn up on the back sides. And I've already got enough that are torn up, so I don't want any more roosters. I got 2 roosters now that we need to cull. So if anybody wants a rooster, I got 2 Rhode Island Reds that can go now. But, and these guys, let me turn y'all around. Our mama over there She's starting to finally put some weight on her. She's looking a lot better. Oh, yeah, yes. Fuzzy. Oh. She's starting to put a little bit of weight on her. She's starting to look a little bit better. Baby's still trying to nurse a little bit. This one never lost her full coat. It looks like a giant mullet extended all the way down to her butt. And then Fuzzy, he's starting to thicken up. He's getting fat for winter. But sheep are looking good. These here are two Rhode Island Red boys. They can go, so whoever wants to claim them, come on up to Highland County and we'll give them to you gladly. But we'll see what else we can get into today. We might do some tree marking, and let's mark some trees. We're marking some maples. I'm not very good at identifying maples. Yes, there are ways. A friend of ours with a big maple farm has taught me how to identify them in the winter. However, I don't have enough experience to feel confident that I can identify them in the winter. So we are marking them now while there's still a few leaves on them, and I can really kind of help have that assistance. But we got to run to Ace. We're going to get some more marking tape. We marked a couple of trees the other day, but the bulk of them are not marked. We quickly ran out of tape. I did not get near enough tape. Didn't realize how much I was going to need. But we'll run to Ace. We'll get that done, and then I guess we'll head into the woods a little bit later. If we can't get it done today, we'll do it tomorrow, and we'll take you guys with us. All right, everybody, we are going to head off into the woods and start marking these trees. Can't tell. You can see a few up there that we've already marked. So we're only marking trees. You want them to have at least a 10-inch diameter. So I've got a little ribbon that is about 31 inches, because we're not going to be tapping all these trees this year. So we did it 31 inches. So, you know, remember our pi formula from high school? That is how we are going to figure out the 31 inches. It was like 31 and some change. But everything that's the right size according to my ribbon, I will mark, and that's what we're going to potentially tap. Probably not this year, maybe next year. So we're going to get on it. Well, I went through a roll of 150 feet of tape, and then I had to get into another one. Probably did about 30 feet off of that one. So I have wrapped my arms around enough of these maple trees that I should change my political party to tree hugger. But they're all marked up. Well, I didn't mark this one because I already know it's a maple and it's down here, and I don't want to see a big orange tape that close to the house. But we went through a lot of tape, and it is some nasty seep section. So of course, I didn't count while I was on the way because I was too worried about falling and breaking my face on the floor or on the ground. Because that is nasty terrain. Some of it was fine. It's just, you know, it's a hill. Others was like, I might just sit on my butt and slide. But we got the hill behind the house done. I have one more hill that I would like to do, but we're going to do that another day. I don't think there's a whole lot of maple. Surprisingly enough, most of the maples were lower on the hill. Up at the top, they really thinned out. Lots of poplar. I need to see if I can be able to cut this stuff down and get it out of here. But today is National Double Cheeseburger Day, so I am going to put some burgers on the grill, crack a cold one, a nice Sam Adams, and call it a day. The sun's going down, it's starting to cool off. Fall starts in, I guess, 3 days from now. At time of filming, this will probably go up on Monday, so it'll be like the day of 2 days after fall starts. But beautiful evening. I'm gonna grill and enjoy my family. Thanks for joining me, and as always, God bless you guys.